information and the facts, and she stopped making videos a while back. But I really enjoy the style of them, so I thought that I would do a video that's similar to the style of hers. I do really hope that she makes another video one day. Well, we'll see. Okie doke, so I'm just going to search for some Harry Potter facts. This one is 25 Harry Potter facts. Oh yeah, I'm going to be reading Harry Potter facts. Sorry, I probably should have said that sooner. But it's called 25 Harry Potter facts that will knock you off your broomstick. Okay. So, Harry Potter's birthday is July 31st, 1980. It says J.K. Rowling's birthday is also July 31st, but in 1966. The actress who played Moaning Myrtle was 37 years old at the time Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets was filmed. She is the oldest actress to ever portray a Hogwarts student. Ron Weasley's character originally swore a lot, but Rowling's publisher wouldn't let her use that sort of language because it would have been inappropriate for young readers. I always liked that Ron swore a lot. I always found it very funny. I'm just checking that I'm still recording. Rowling's publisher suggested she used initials rather than her real name, Joanne Rowling, in order to appeal to the male readers. She chose J.K., borrowing the K from her grandmother's name, Kathleen. However, neither Kathleen nor Kay is part of her legal name. Only Alan Rickman, the actor who played Professor Snape, knew his character's fate before the release of Harry Potter and Deathly Hallows, because Rowling told him. Oh, I loved Alan Rickman. Such an amazing actor. Sorry, just trying to find the next page of facts. Rowling said that the inspiration for the name of Harry's school in the books, Hogwarts, may have unconsciously come from the name of the plant she saw in Kew Gardens in New York City. Rupert Grint dressed up like his female drama teacher and rapped about Ron Weasley for his audition tape. His rap began, "Hello, my name is Rupert Grint. I hope you don't think I stink." That's funny. Contrary to popular belief, the T at the end of Voldemort is silent. Oh. It says the name comes from the French words meaning flight of death. So Voldemort. Okay. J.K. Rowling slightly based 11-year-old Hermione on herself at the same age. She even made Hermione's Patronus her favourite animal, an otter. I always like that. I always think that they cast Hermione perfectly. An outbreak of lice occurred among the cast members during the filming of Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. Oh dear, that must have not been good, being around so many children. for Sirius Black's tattoos came from those used in Russian prison gangs. The markings identify the person as someone to be feared or respected. I think Sirius Black suited having a lot of tattoos, personally. Robbie Coltrane, the actor who played Hagrid in the films, has gotten a mini fan and a fruit bat stuck. I'm confused. Wait, has gotten a mini fan and a fruit bat stuck in his famous. Oh, sorry, I'll read it again from the beginning. Robbie Coltrane, the actor who played Hagrid in the films, has gotten a mini fan and a fruit bat stuck in his famous shaggy beard. That's brilliant. Dementors, the deadly phantoms that guard the Azkaban prison, represent depression and were based on Rowling's struggles with the disease. Yeah, you can really see that in the Dementors. A good physical representation, I think. Over 4 million Harry Potter books in 67 languages have been sold worldwide as of 2008. This must be quite an old fact. Oh, I'm not sure. Probably the most impressive of Harry Potter's facts is that J.K. Rowling is the first person to become a billionaire in US dollars by writing books. No way. Wow. During the filming of the kissing scene between the Horcrux versions of Harry and Hermione in the final film, Rupert Grint was removed from the set for laughing too much. While filming Harry Potter and the Prison of Azkaban, Tom Felton's Hogwarts robes had their pockets sewn shut because he kept trying to sneak food onto the set. One of the flying cars used in Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets was stolen off-set. It was discovered 7 months later when an anonymous caller informed the police of his whereabouts. Wow. M.O. McGonagall is listed as one of the Quidditch trophies in Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Could Professor McGonagall have been a renowned Quidditch player back in the day? It would certainly explain her enthusiasm for the sport. I think that, I might be wrong, but I think that in Pottermore it revealed that she was a Quidditch player. I'm not sure. I have to look that up. People had trouble pronouncing Hermione's name, so Rowling had her sound it out for Victor Krum in Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. Very clever. 40 versions of Salazar Slytherin's infamous locket had to be created to accommodate Harry and Ron's failed attempts to destroy it during the film. Oh my goodness, that's quite a lot of effort to go to. When Harry Potter and the Prison of Azkaban was released in Great Britain, the publishers asked the stores not to sell the book until schools were closed for the day to prevent truancy. That's brilliant. In order to become acquainted with the film's three main stars, director Alfonso Cuarón, I feel like I should be able to pronounce his name, Alfonso Cuarón, had each of them write an essay about their characters. True to their characters, Emma Watson wrote a 16-page essay. Daniel Radcliffe wrote a simple one-page paper, and Rupert Grint never turned it in. I've heard that. I think I heard that actually in one of Aurora Whispers videos, and it says an essay. The least successful Harry Potter film, Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, made $90. Oh, no, made. I thought that was a bit wrong. Made $90 billion more than the most successful Twilight movie. Wow. See, Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban was actually my favourite of the Harry Potter films. So, I'll just find some more facts. Okay, I found one. I'd just like to apologise, as I've got slight asthma at the moment, so if I sound a bit wheezy, I'm very sorry. It's just because I'm near lots of cats at the moment. Okay, so I found another Harry Potter facts. It's called 30 Harry Potter Facts that will make you want to reread the series again. Okay, so the first Harry Potter book was published in 1998, the same year the final battle of Hogwarts was fought. Says Rowling, I open at the close. An inscription on the mirror of Erised reads, I show not your face, but your heart's desire, when reflected in a mirror. Wow, that's interesting. Expecto Patronum literally translate to I await a guardian in Latin. And because Patronus is a physical representation of one's soul, James Potter's stag and Lily Potter's doe make them literal soulmates. Ron's Patronus is a Jack Russell Terrier, known for chasing otters. Hermione's is, coincidentally, an otter. After Fred's death, George was never able to perform the Patronus again. Oh, that's so sad. J.K. Rowling said she found Hedwig's name in a book of saints. When rearranged, the letters in Remus Lupin spell Primus Lune, which roughly translates to first moon in Latin. I love all of J.K. Rowling's use of Latin and all the meanings behind certain names that she's chosen. I don't know, I find it interesting that even after having reread the book so many times, there's still new things to be found out about different characters. I'm just a big fan. Rowling said that if Voldemort saw a boggart, it would take the shape of his own corpse, since death was his greatest fear. Sirius Black and Fred Weasley, two pranksters from different generations, died laughing. When Dumbledore died, he was 150 years old. Wow. The Malfoy's last name comes from the Latin Maleficus, which means evil doing. The Elder Wand is the only known wand to contain hair from the Thestral, a beast that can only be seen by those who have witnessed death. Interesting. Sorry, I'm just thinking about that. Originally, Rowling wanted to kill off Arthur Weasley in the 5th book, but switched him from Sirius Black. Controversially, I'm actually glad that she chose not to kill off Arthur. I don't know, it seems like I should say he'd, I don't know what I just said, I have no idea, sorry, I'm so tired. I'm glad that she didn't kill off Arthur, because I feel like it would have been sadder to break up the only family that anniversary of Harry's parents' death, which is on Halloween. So, Bellatrix means female warrior in Latin. I really like the name Bellatrix, and I also like that it means female warrior. That's really cool. Lavender brown is an anagram for brand new lover. Interesting. Dumbledore is Old English word for bumblebee. Rowling said she chose the name because she imagined Dumbledore enjoyed humming to himself. Rowling said she seriously considered killing Ronald in the middle of the series. Wow. In the Harry Potter universe, there are an estimated 3,000 wizards living in Great Britain. Rowling made Harry wear glasses as a constant reminder of his vulnerability. Most of the Blacks are named after stars. Sirius, for example, is named after the dog star. Harry first arrived at 4 Privet Drive on Hagrid's motorbike. He left for the last time in the very same way. Voldemort was 71 years old when he died. Every 30 seconds, someone begins reading the Harry Potter series. And that's all of those facts. I might try and find another one, actually, because I'm quite enjoying reading these. Quite enjoying reading these facts. I found out some new things so far. Okay, so I found some information from Pottermore. These are pretty hefty chunks of writing, so bear with me. So, apparently Petunia wanted to be a witch and felt guilty about Lily. In the essay Vernon and Petunia, J.K. Rowling confirms that not only did Petunia have some latent feelings of guilt over the way she cut Lily out of her life, but also she secretly wished that she too would show signs of magic and get into Hogwarts. Rowling says these feelings are buried deep inside Petunia, and she'd never admit them to her husband. The above stated, Rowling seemed to content with how she wrote Petunia's final scene, which takes place early in the Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. I wanted to suggest, in the final book, that something decent, a long-forgotten but dimly burning love of her sister, the realisation that she might have never seen Lily's eyes again, almost struggled out of Aunt Petunia when she said goodbye to Harry for the last time, but that she is not able to admit to it or show those long-buried feelings. Rowling notes that some readers may have hoped for more from Aunt Petunia in this moment, but she was aiming to have the character behave in a way that is most consistent with her thoughts and feelings throughout the previous 7 books. For reference, in Deathly Hallows, as the Dursleys are making their exit, it seems like Petunia is going to leave without so much as a glance at Harry on her way out the door. But when she looks back, and Harry gets the impression she wants to say something, she gives him an odd, tremulous look, seeming to teeter on the edge of speech, and then she leaves. From what Rowling's new essay states, it sounds like that pause is the only glimpse of her long-buried feelings we'll ever get. It's fleeting and vague, but the hesitation does demonstrate that there are some feelings left in Petunia for her sister. That's very interesting. In the Vernon Petunia chapter, Rowling describes Vernon Dursley's first encounter with James Potter, which, to say the least, did not go well, and impacted not only Petunia's relationship with her sister, but eventually, Vernon Dursley's relationship with Harry. Rowling draws a connection between Vernon and Severus Snape in saying, Uncle Vernon's dislike of Harry seems in part like Severus Snape's, from Harry's close resemblance to the father they both so disliked. The words, in part, are likely meant to leave room for Vernon to despise Harry for other reasons, possibly because he's a perceived burden on his family, and likely even more so because of his direct connection to the wizarding world. Hermione broke a Ministry of Magic law with her purse. In the Extension Charms essay, J.K. Rowling discusses the rules for usage of the charms that allows witches and wizards to expand the interior of an object, as we see done in the Goblet of Fire, in the tent and the Weasleys' use of the Quidditch World Cup, or in the case of Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows, the bag Miley uses to keep her books, Phyllis Nogellis' portrait, and other necessary items that needed to be transported with them on their search for Horcruxes. Rowling states that capacity enhancement is not for private use by the Ministry of Magic law. Both Mr. Weasley and Hermione Granger were acting unlawfully when they enchanted, respectively, the interior space of the Ford Anglia and a small handbag. It's not like Hermione to break the law, but then again, she's proven willing to cross the lines if they're for a good cause. And a legally capacity enhanced purse probably would have been low on the Ministry of Magic's priority list if they'd managed to get Hermione into custody in the Deathly Hallows. Rowling has confirmed that no charges were brought against Hermione after the defeat of Voldemort. Even wizards duelled with swords back in the day. In the Sword of Gryffindor essay, Rowling notes that Godric Gryffindor was an accomplished duellist in the conventional sense. She lays out the conflicting laws between wizards and goblins over ownership, particularly as it relates to the goblin-made sword that Godric Gryffindor brought. Why would a wizard use a sword to begin with? The wand, after all, is likely to be mightier for any skilled wizard. As Rowling puts it was considered unsporting to use a wand against a muggle sword, which is not to say it was never done. From what we know of him, Godric Gryffindor sounded like he would have been honourable enough to handle his disputes in a sporting manner. But now I want to know how often he had to use the incredible goblin-made sword to duel with muggles, and did he ever use it to duel with wizards? How would a sword like that hold up against a magic wand? The Sorting Hat had a hard time with Minerva McGonagall and Peter Pettigrew. In the Hatstall essay, Rowling reveals that Minerva McGonagall was nearly placed in Ravenclaw, which shouldn't come as a surprise, as braininess is among her more obvious traits. The same could be said for Hermione, who is also considered by the Sorting Hat for Ravenclaw, though it doesn't sound like Hermione's situation was a true hat stall. By Rowling's definition of the word, as Hermione's sorting took less than 5 minutes, save perhaps Dumbledore serving that role. Another example of a hat stall is Peter Pettigrew sorting. The Gryffindor alum went on to betray his friends, so might not have been surprised to learn that the hat strongly considered putting him in Slytherin during his sorting. Rowling said the stubborn hat still refuses to accept that he made the wrong call, citing the manner in which Pettigrew died as dubious evidence. Personally, I think the sorting hat did Peter Pettigrew a big favour in sorting into Gryffindor, as it gave him the opportunity to be a better, braver version of himself, and put him in the company of James, Remus and Sirius. Alas, Pettigrew squandered that opportunity, choosing power over loyalty, and paying for it in the end. There was another Hogwarts student that was nearly sorted into a different house. Fortunately for this one, Gryffindor's influence paid off massively. More on that next. Ooh, I wonder who it will be. Probably Harry. Oh no. Neville asked to be sorted into Hufflepuff. In Hatstall, J.K. Rowling reveals that it was actually Neville's preference to be placed into Hufflepuff. In Neville's case, that was determined to place him in Gryffindor. Neville, intimidated by the house's reputation for bravery, requested being placed in Hufflepuff. As we know, that triumphed, and it worked out for the best. Neville Longbottom went on to demonstrate his bravery on more than one occasion, particularly in Deathly Hallows, when he stood up to Voldemort and Nagini and used the Sword of Gryffindor for what's easily one of the most epic moments in the whole series. Nice job sorting out from believing in Neville, and even before he was ready to believe in himself. Oh, that's very nice. This bit says, so is that all she wrote? There are more interesting facts and insights shared among the new essays, which you can view entirely over on Pottermore. I don't know if the rest of it's particularly necessary information. I think it just chats about reading fantastic beasts and where to find them. So yeah, I hope you really enjoyed all of these Harry Potter facts. Yeah, I hope there wasn't too many repeated facts. I know I've learned a few interesting